All right. So first off, how did you find this perfect voice acting crew? I feel like they just mesh well, and it's just fantastic.
They do. They're great together. They're great individually. Jon Benjamin, I found him 20 years ago, or I should say, he found me. He played the son on Dr. Katz. I was a 23, 24-year-old guy working on that show when it was first turned from 1-minute shorts into a half-hour show for Comedy Central. We got Jon in to play Ben, and I have not done a show without him since, and I don't plan on it. He's done many things without me, but I have no interest in working without him, and I'm not embarrassed to tell him that. Then Eugene Merman I worked with on Lucy, which we did right before Bob's Burgers. John Roberts I was introduced to in time to do Bob's, and I knew instantly that he should be the mom on Bob's because of his mom that he does online, who's here today. And Kristen Shaw I had not worked with, but she's close pals with all those guys, and I had seen her do stand-up a bunch. And as I've said to her many times, I have no excuse. I want to go back in time and work with her more. I just did, we just weren't casting at the right time. And then Dan Mintz came from Jon Benjamin, who they had been writing together, and he said, "You got to use this guy. His voice is amazing."
It has its pluses and minuses. There's the good days, and then there's the difficult days, and I'm referring to Jon Roberts. Yeah, as the difficult days.
Mm-hmm. Any specific? Why is it so difficult with him some days?
He's just really annoying. I think it goes from Jon Roberts most annoying, Kristen Shaw second most annoying. I really love Jon Roberts.
What did he say? Great cast, my ass. It feels great. Everyone's super funny. No big fights or anything yet. We like to drink together and we laugh. I always feel like I'm a lot funnier after I hang out.
Bob's Burgers, there's long days, and so that's always funny. So you spend a lot of time with the cast, and people get on each other's nerves, so it works like that.
I always wondered about the business that's always closed next door to Bob's. How the name changes.
Yes.
Is it a cause of Bob's Burgers? Does he cause them to close?
No, the original idea was this poor guy. He's got a funeral home on one side, and then we wanted it to be this sort of always failing sort of quasi vacant storefront on the other side to just kind of set the tone. This sort of Job-like existence that Bob lives with, where he's just never gonna catch a break, even though his burgers are good. Everything else is tough. I love music and animation. I love them together. I love the fit. Whether it's something that just kind of is very silly that I do as a sort of a late night project in my bedroom to go over a montage or over the end credits, or even better, when it's something that we can pretend that the characters brought forth. If it's a song that Linda sings or Gene, we've written these characters as being sort of bursting with song. So both those flavors appeal immensely to me and to the writers and to the actors too. They love to sing. Benjamin, he's always loved to sing, and I've always loved to write to that.
Yeah, well, I like them all, and Lauren I think is as the series keeps going, it's more and more musical, and there's a musical, a 2-part musical-esque episode at the end of season 4. So Lauren is very musical. I'm a pretty bad singer, but I like doing it. I don't know. I like when Eugene sings a lot. Yeah, I like when he sings. He has a terrible voice, but he works really hard at it. So that song, the Ding Ding song, I like a lot. That one always made me laugh.
Do any of the characters reflect me?
Yeah.
Or Linda?
Yeah.
Bobby!
Oh, no problem.
He's a Bobby! Jon doesn't like to be touched.
I really don't.
Just 1 minute.
He really doesn't.
Have you ever tried to make any of the burgers of the day? Because a lot of them sound pretty good.
We try to no, I haven't, but writers pitch burgers that are funny, but don't sound like they would be appetizing, and we reject them. Or not appetizing. I mean, some of them are not appetizing. Don't get me wrong. Some of them are crazy, but we don't do the ones that are just ridiculous. You know, comes with 5 buns because that fits some joke. You know, so we don't work backwards from the joke, or if we do, we at least make sure it's semi-edible and quasi-appetizing. And we want to put out a book. Someday I really want to collect the best ones, make them for real, see if they're good.
Season 1 to 2.
Yeah, let me see.
If you want to check them out.
Yes.
That's the store titles too.
Yeah. There's so many things that come up often. I've noticed you get a lot of Munster stuff, you get a lot of kale stuff, a lot of brie. Brie fits in with a lot of jokes. Brie to be you and me or whatever. But some of these, you know, little Swiss bunshine, for example. You're just like, oh, Swiss. Okay, I get it. But some of them, band of the bun. I hope that we didn't use that, did we? These are all okay. Yeah. I like the ones that are not necessarily puns, but it's the side, the little garnish. Like that was episode 1 was my favorite in a way because it's the child molester comes with candy, so the joke is on the side. You know what I mean? So I kind of like the take me out to the burger comes with peanuts and Cracker Jacks, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Have you ever thought of having a pop-up place like the Arrested Development banana stand where you would make some of the burgers like we were talking about?
You talking about in real life?
Yeah, like a real life, maybe like a pop-up shop where it would be there for like maybe a week or a day or so.
I would do it.
That would be fantastic.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You bankroll it.
I
will show up.
I'll do the best I can.
Yeah, no, I'm in. If this ends up being my way of getting into the restaurant business, then so be it. That's great. I'll do it.
Thank you guys so
Thanks,
much.
guys.
Oh, thank you. It's been an
Sure.
honor.